In this Golf University tip from the pro, I'm with Shane McHenry at Murray Downs Golf and Country Club, where he's going to teach us how to stop coming over the top with our driver. But before we start, remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that I can notify you every time a new episode is released. Plus, at the end of this video, I'm going to teach you how to lose 4 shots or more from your handicap in 3 months or less. But before I do, let's find out how to stop coming over the top with our driver. This tip from the pro brought to you by Golf University, the world's premier golf improvement program.
In this video, we're going to talk about how to stop coming over the top with your driver, or how to stop coming over the top with anything for that matter. We're just going to use the driver for the example. So what does coming over the top mean? Well, if we were to have a straight line back from the ball, and that represents our target, going straight down the middle of the fairway there, coming over the top means that we may very well have made a good turn, but our first movement is that way. That means our hands are getting away from our body, which will eventually throw the club outside and will have you coming over the top of the ball. It's got nothing to do with topping the ball, it's got more to do with coming over the top of the target line. So what does that mean? What's happened? What's happened when that's taking place? And we know that your ball is starting to the left, and more commonly than not, they are usually the moves of somebody that has a consistent left to right slicey, fadey shape about their driver shots. So how do you stop that? Well, first things first, if you haven't turned very much, and your arms have basically come up in the air. So I've only turned maybe just a few degrees in my shoulders here. Well, that's basically set you up for that move right there. That's going to have you coming over the top, swinging through to the left, chicken winging your left arm, slicing stuff, maybe pull hooking stuff quickly into the trees on the left-hand side. So how do we go about changing that? Well, there's a couple of things you can do. Is you can certainly put another tee on the other side of the ball here and maybe just a little bit further behind it, and do your best on the driving range, certainly not on the golf course, to hit a few shots without clipping that tee. So that should be a little bit of a visual, something that's a little bit up in your eye line there. And clearly if we come over the top, well, we're going to clip the tee and then probably hit the ball. So that's a really good little exercise to do that. I'll actually do that with some of the people that I coach, and I'll use an old golf club box where golf club gets delivered in these cardboard boxes, and I'll actually pin in a cardboard box there and have them hit a few shots and do your best basically to avoid it. So how to stop coming over the top? What's the reality? The reality is you have to make a good setup, you have to make a very good turn with your shoulders, and from there the club needs to drop down, which brings your right arm really, really close to your body. So most over-the-top swingers, they're going to look like this at this stage in their downswing, and we've got a whole bunch of daylight between my elbow and my right hip, or the right part of my stomach here. So in a couple of practice swings, you might try and turn, clip yourself, and we want to actually feel that brushing past of the inside of your elbow up against your hip there. That'll probably mean you'll have to take a little bit of heat off your swing, and don't swing so hard at it. Turn, right elbow in against your body there, and then complete your swing from there. And then the question you've got to ask yourself after your swing is, did I brush past here or not? So I can pretty much guarantee if you've done that, you haven't clipped that tee beside there, and you have brushed past, and after the shot you've thought back and thought, yeah, I did brush past there, I certainly felt something. Then you haven't come over the top. You've come from inside, which is for the most part, what all of the top tour players are doing. They are coming ever so slightly from inside. Some of them are coming pretty square. But the only time you'll see a really top line player come from out to in is when they really have to shift the ball a long way from left to right. So to stop from coming over the top, there's a couple of tips for you. Put something in the ground there, maybe an old water bottle with just a little bit of water in the bottom of it, something that's a bit annoying for your eyes. And you can see there from that camera angle that there's not much space there to play with. If you wanted to get real good at it, you might put that tee a little bit closer to the play line. Have a couple of practice swings. Turn, right elbow to the right hip, then go ahead and try and hit a few shots on the driving range, even if they are slow. Turn, right hip brushing past, and our second tee's still there, so I haven't come over the top. So we certainly hope that helps with your consistency and stops you from coming over the top.
Well, there it is. I hope you enjoyed this Golf University tip from the pro. Remember to ask a question in the comments below if you need even more help, and feel free to share this video with your golfing friends. As promised earlier, I want to help you easily and effortlessly lower your handicap by 4 shots or more. So I want to invite you to join our Search for Scratch program, which has been designed to help you find out how good a golfer you can become if you are trained with the best coaching model, practice plan, and course management system, all whilst developing a champion golfer's mindset. For more information and to become another one of our success stories, visit searchforscratch.tv/Search for Scratch program, or click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, commenting and sharing this video, guys. I look forward to supporting your golf improvement in the Search for Scratch program.